Hey guys, it's Appleminte. Welcome back again to my channel. And I can honestly say, long time no see, both me being on camera and just me posting a video in general. Now, if you guys watched any of my most recent videos, you'll know that I talked a little bit about my absence in August, which was due to me going and getting married, going on vacation, and moving. If you'll notice, I am not in my normal space. I'm in my new studio space. I am really excited to show it to you guys. I spent a lot of time putting everything together and I've always wanted my own studio space. So this is like a dream to me to have my own place to work and do everything that I do for my channel and my business. But before we get into that, I just want to say a quick thank you to today's video sponsor, who, let's be real, is helping me pay off my bills from my vacation. Not gonna think about that. I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Red Shoes. The movie Red Shoes and the Seven Dwarfs returns as a mobile game. Become a Red Shoes character and go on an adventure with the Fearless Seven to unspell the curse. The game features fast and immersive roguelike action with changing maps and monsters to give you a unique experience every time. Continue to progress your gameplay even when offline and play at your own pace to level up your character. You can play solo or online co-op with other players or the Seven Dwarves. The game has 4 playable game modes, including roguelike, world mode, co-op, and even a boss raid mode, where you'll deal damage to the world boss as much as you can to get a ranking and gain special rewards. You can pre-register for the game now using the link in the description below, and get an in-game bonus of 10,000 gold and the Rune Arthur when the game releases. So thank you again to Red Shoes and the Wood Bear World for sponsoring today's video. So my studio space has a few different sections that I'm gonna take you through. I separated it into my side for my business more and drawing, and then my filming side. So let's just get right into it. So I'm going to start us off on the side where I do more of my things for my business and my store, as well as where I work on new designs and artwork in general. So this is a rolling cart that I got a few years ago. By the way, frogs, courtesy of the frog overlord Rainy Loon. Go check her out if you haven't already. Then I have some extra keychains and such up here just being stored. But this is a little storage unit that I use to hold some extra supplies. For example, things for just, some extra glue, some thumbtacks, tape, things like that, as well as some extra papers and command hooks, things like that, more like utility stuff. But that's just what this is for. And you'll notice a lot of my things a little empty. And like I said, I literally just moved in here last week with all my stuff, so still filling it up. This is a board for pins, actually, so I use it for reminders. And then right up here next to it is a whiteboard calendar, where I'm basically using it as a way to not forget anything, because I'm super disorganized most of the time, so this is actually helping me a lot because it forces me to stay organized. Now coming over to the desk, I bought a desk that it's an L-shaped desk, and it's got an extra shelf that's actually movable. I could put it on this side or that side over there. I decided to put it over here. And what I did was I put a bunch of my materials and packing supplies that I use when I'm packing orders and pins. So I have some backing cards under here. I have a few of these bulb mailers here, but I have more in a box, which I'll show you later. Some extra, packaging things, my stickers, which I keep in here, and my scale. This is where I do my work for all of my packing orders, and it's pretty convenient to have a static table to do this at rather than a folding table in the middle of a living room. Then I also have this little organizer here for my Sharpies, pens, some colored pencils are in here, and I have some Post-its. And I like to draw on this side of the desk because I just think there's a lot more space here, and it's at a good angle here, so I like to work here. I like having a separate side for my laptop and for my tablet. Coming over here, I keep my giant mug of tea always on hand. I'm not really a coffee drinker. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but back there's some little lights. You see them on, off, on? Those are just kind of there for at nighttime. And the light bulb I have in this lamp is actually controlled by this remote. And so I don't think you'll be able to see it now because, yeah, you can't tell now because it's too bright in here, but this light changes color and also plays music through a speaker inside of the light bulb. And then I finally have a place to hang some artwork and stickers that I've gotten from other artists over the years. So in my old house, our walls were pretty terrible. Anytime you would hang something up, it would like tear the paint off and stuff, so we just wouldn't hang anything, but I want to add more to this side here. Here is where I work. I have a little stand to put my laptop on to keep it even with my head so that I'm not looking down and killing my neck. And then this also has a little shelf in here. And then over here, I've got some plants. I absolutely love plants and I want a million of them. Right now I have these and some on the other side of the room, but I got this pot from Shop Zoki on Instagram, so check them out because I absolutely love their stuff. I have a ton of things from them. And then I have this string of hearts plants that I got from a friend. Here is where I keep my Rollo printer, which prints out all of my labels. It doesn't use any ink, so it just uses heat to print the labels out. So it's pretty cool. I got a brand new stack of labels here. And in here is where I keep my B grade pins. Anything that's got a minor flaw on it, I basically just shove in here and I sell at a discount. Now moving a little bit toward this side of the room. This is my giant pin board. I have another one at home with just my pins on it, but these are all pins that I got from friends, people that I've bought from over the year, trades I've done with people, and I have quite the collection, as you can tell, but I do have some space. You can use my hand for reference on how much is left, but I do have some decent amount of space there. I also hung some string lights. I've got my Cricut here, which I use to cut my stickers, and right now it's just stored up here, but when I am cutting stickers and all that, I will take it down and bring it onto the table so I can use it. And then this is a storage shelf unit that has 16 total cubbies and they're pretty big. So I'm really happy about that. That was one thing, knowing I had to fit everything in one room, I really wanted to make sure I had enough storage. So I bought a lot of shelves and places I could put things. So I've got some art books here. I've got one from Loish, who is one of my favorite artists. And I also have another one from another favorite artist, Siren. And then just an anatomy book right there. Here is the art supplies that I get from subscription boxes. I like to keep them together. I'm still putting things where they need to go, but I've got some extra storage. I had Ryan helping me grade some of the Pin Club pins the other day. So I have one of my backpacks. I keep it in this little cubby here. This was one of the samples. And then I actually recently got the wallet sample in last week. So I'm very happy with how this came out. Here's a little preview of it if you'd like to see. And I really like the little window for an ID there, how that came out. It has a little tassel and my username, if that wants to focus. And then just some extra things. Some of my thank you cards are down there, some extra packaging supplies, and then some of my t-shirts. And up here, I just have a little display of some things. My little Rement Rilakuma things and some Sumiko Garashi. I absolutely love Rilakuma. Specifically, Kiroi Tori the chick. He's my favorite character. So I have those there. And just a few figures and things from home. I have a whole box of Monster High dolls and anime figures and stuff. I did not bring that all here yet because I didn't want to clog up my office just yet. I have a tower fan right here, which is very helpful because this room doesn't have central AC. I just have a ceiling fan, which helps, but this definitely helps a lot, and it's got a remote, which I keep on my desk. And then down here I have some extra packaging supplies, bubble mailers, some keeping in there for now. moving over to this side of the room, I'll move the chair for now. So you might remember this shelf was in my old house in the room where I used to store my supplies. This plant, I went on vacation, I came back and it looked like this. So I'm trying to revive it. In here, I pretty much shaved down a lot of my supplies because I want to sell off some of the older things that I'm not using. Like sometimes when I get sketchbooks sent to me, they'll send me multiples of a type. And I can't possibly go through that many art supplies. So I want to sell off or give away some of the things that I've gotten that I just haven't been able to use because I feel bad, it just sits there. So I have things sorted by, you know, paints and things in there, some extra markers and pencils, and extra books that I could not fit at the top, things like that. So that is my art supply storage area. I also have this little hook where I hung my YouTube hat, which is my favorite hat, and some lanyards from Mamobot. And then I was finally able, oh, there's a glare, to hang my YouTube play button, which I got like 3 years ago and I never had a place to hang it, so I'm hanging it very proudly above where I will be filming my new videos. So I can film right here with my little lemon rug. And I actually fit very nicely my marker towers. So I have all of my Copic markers on this side, a mix of a little bit of some other ones. And then over here on the top is all Ohuhu markers. And the bottom is the Bianyo markers that I got more recently. So these are the ones I use the most. I have some more marker brands at home that I don't touch as much, so I put the ones that I use all the time in here. On top, I've got my Posca pens, so I had enough to fill 2 rows here. I have my Copic refills, and then I have a bin full of washi tape, as well as this bamboo plant, which I have had for, I want to say 6 years now. A friend of mine back in college gave it to me, and it got really tall. It used to be, I think, up to here, and now it's almost reaching the ceiling. And then in here is the final spot in my studio, which is the pin storage closet. There's a lot of stuff in here, but this was in a closet in my dad's office at home, so at the old house. So I did not have this and all my art supplies and all my packing stuff in one room in my old house. Everything was like in 3 or 4 different rooms. So I was very excited to get a studio where I could just keep everything in one spot and work here and have it all come together. So that is my studio tour. Of course, I'm going to be adding some more little cute touches here and there. I recently started decorating for fall, so I want to make this room more festive. But I'm just so excited, like I said, to have my own space, to finally have everything I do in one place. And it really helps my productivity during the day because I'm not all over the place anymore. I'm not like in the basement to pack orders and running over to the office to pick up some pins and then going upstairs to film or going in the living room to film. I'm all in one spot, so I'm very excited to create videos for you guys. I'm very excited to be back. So please let me know what kind of videos you want to see from me this coming fall, and I will be happy to deliver. I love you guys. And as always, all of my links are in the description box below. I have the link to my online store, which is reopened now and actually having a 20% off sale on almost everything. So go check that out because I think it finishes on Saturday night. I also have the link to my Patreon pin club, my Instagram page, and my Discord server. So all that is in the description box below, as well as the link to our sponsor for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you all next Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern time as always. Bye bye.